of his objective nothingness.
I feel the void of infinite space and time that lies beyond my death. I am trapped inside my own body.
What is tragic is not that his life is meaningless, but that he is conscious of it being so.
I used to anticipate the next moment, but when it arrived, I anticipated the next, and so I lost it all. Everything I grasp is sand through my hands. I am an inevitable victim of certain desires. At first, I rebelled against having to desire.
If his self-consciousness succeeds in subjugating his physical desires, it only does so in a moment in time. The next moment, he could succumb again. Perhaps he becomes stronger and less likely to do so. In any case, he is battling against himself in a perpetual struggle. So he is never who he is. He is always changing, making himself at every instant of his existence.
Hi, can I have a copy, please? Piece of cake?
Okay.
I recognise you from somewhere. You're the doctor who helped my friend, aren't you? She'd gone through too much pain. Thank you. Is everything all right? You don't look too happy.
There's no reason for me to be happy.
Well, you've gained a lot of respect and admiration from your colleagues.
All that means nothing to me. The fact is that I am alone, and one day I will die. I choose to face my solitude and death.
But you're alone with other people, so you're not really alone.
And just because other people are faced with the same situation as me, doesn't make me less lonely. I still have to make my own decisions.
But imagine all your decisions were made for you. Then you wouldn't be free.
That's true. I'm not complaining. I'm just... It's meaningless. That's all.
What about faith?
I don't believe in God. Nothing or nobody can tell me what to do. Because I'm free. I refuse to be an animal. I'm not condemned to be a slave to a god or nature. I'm what I make of myself.
You have to admit you're only human.
The only human thing about me is my body, and that I'm going to die.
So what?
So what's the point of doing anything if it all ends? Even the universe will be destroyed someday.
You might as well make the most of your time here while you still can. Imagine you lived forever. Would it really make your life meaningful? Think about it. If you lived forever, nothing would matter anymore. Nothing would be important. What makes life worth living is the hopes and fears, the smiles and tears, knowing that anything could happen.
For you, maybe. For me, I can't see what it's all for. I don't want to be part of an ant colony. The cycle of working, sleeping, and eating bores me.
It's your fault if you're unhappy. Continue being depressed if you like. You seem set in your ways and there's nothing I can do.
Who said I was unhappy? Who said I wanted help? I'm neither unhappy nor happy. I'm not after happiness.
What are you after then?
I've chosen to live with the truth, that's all. I don't want to deceive myself. What I do doesn't really matter, and it never will.
It might matter to other people. Don't you love anyone? And what about your family and friends? And your patients?
Since they will die too, their existence is as absurd as mine. No. I don't want to justify my life through them.
You have to learn to appreciate the little things in life. Look at it from a different point of view. Ask yourself how you can pack as many experiences as possible in your life. Use your abilities to help others and be happy. Enjoy the present.
I can't enjoy things anymore. I can't feel things. I can't live in the moment. I always stand back and reflect on what I'm doing, as if I exist outside my body. Every so often I have this horrible feeling. It's like I feel completely empty and insignificant. I plunge into the deepest solitude you can imagine, and suddenly I grasp a certain reality. I feel that nothing or nobody cares about me, and I realize that nothing I do can ever matter. It's like I disintegrate into the void and feel totally isolated from existence. So horrible I can't even cry.
You're contradicting yourself. If you really are free, you can always change your attitude. If nothing matters, then surely it doesn't matter that nothing matters. What will you make of yourself?
In accepting that his hopes could not be fulfilled in the absolute, he overcame his initial dilemma. But this came at a cost. His embodied self was taken over by a lucid intuition that revealed the drama of his finite nature against the infinite nothingness of the universe. It seems this has resulted in a rebellious state of indifference. Is he able to live his death and die his life? Has he really overcome his anguish? Does he choose to create his own destiny? Who can tell?
My only limits are those I impose on myself. For I am the world, and the world is me.